Everybody, it's me, the Real Local Maniac. I'm back again with another video game review. Well, technically, it's not quite a review. It's just basically me doing like a commentary over one of my favorite games. Now, I normally tend to do the 8-bit war videos or some other retro game reviews where I talk about, the Spectrum games, Commodore 64. I also talk about Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Game Boy games. But the laptop I'm using, well, used to use, isn't working. So until I can get that repaired, I won't be able to be doing any retro game reviews. So I thought, to keep myself busy, you know what I'll do? I might as well use my little camera to film my Xbox footage. So that's the reason why, the footage that I'm using now is not the greatest. But guys, that's all I have at the moment, so to film the footage. Somewhere down the line, I will get myself a capture card so I can film it a lot better. But for the time being, this is going to have to do. So yeah, the game I'm doing today is A Dead Rising, which is one of my favorite Xbox 360 games, and is also the first Xbox 360 game that I bought for my 360. Now, the reason why I love this game so much is because, first of all, it's got zombies, and for any of you guys that know me, will probably know that I love my horror films and I love zombies. And this game basically made me feel like I was in a part of the film Dawn of the Dead, which is probably the greatest horror film absolutely ever. I love that film to bits. Now, so what's this game all about then? Basically, you play that guy, Frank, who's a photographer, and you land in the shopping mall, and bit by bit, you start uncovering what actually happened. Because why is this shopping mall overrun by zombies? Who are these people that are there? I mean, who's she? I'm not going to tell you who she is if you haven't played the game before. I mean, if you haven't played it before, I highly recommend that you do get it because you can pick it up dirt cheap now. This game's a few years old now, and the sequel will be coming out, I think, in the next, like, what, 4 to 5 months, which I can't absolutely wait to get that game. Now, what I love about this game is that you can use anything as a weapon. You can pick up baseball bats, there's a football there that you can use to sort of kick out zombies. I am going to sort of shoot at that woman Natalie over there. I'm not meant to, but you know what? It's amusing. Now, this game isn't quite sandbox, sort of like Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row 2, which, I don't know, I think it lets it down. You've constantly got to be doing missions. You've got like a timer basically. You've got to return back to the helicopter pad by a certain time, otherwise it's game over. Now, you've also got to do lots of different missions. You've got to save as many people as you can, which is pretty good, I suppose. Now, I do like this game, like I said before, mostly for the fact that the amount of weapons that you've got at your disposal. Imagine you're in a shopping center and you can use anything in the shopping center pretty much as a weapon. You can use I think there's some sort of like hedge trimmer. You can use that. You can use shopping trolleys. Just, just pretty much anything. I think at some point you can even throw sort of like plates at people as well. Okay, now the footage I had before was just footage that I just sort of spiced together just so that way I could trim down it, for the YouTube time limit. Now what I'll be doing is actual game footage of me actually playing, which I'm not going to edit. Alright, so the little arrow above my head there is telling me where I've got to go. At this moment in time, I'm meant to be going to save that guy who's run into a bit of trouble. And then, bit by bit, as you save certain people, the story unfolds. But you know what? Just for the this video, I'm not actually going to do that. All I'm going to do is just basically just piss about. I'm going to just have a bit of fun, sort of killing zombies, just showing you what you can do. Now, the more experience you get, the more you get different moves and so on. Now, I really do love this game. I mean, I think I first played this at my friend's house. You Say Suck. He had it on his Xbox 360 and he put it on, and I thought, holy shit, what an amazing game. I mean, for ages, I think the Xbox 360 had been out for about 6 months at a time, and I always swore that I'll never get myself a 360. I was happy with my PS2. I thought, why should I get myself another console? And after playing this game, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it. Because I mean, if you look at this game, the sheer amount of zombies and characters you get on screen is unbelievable. At the moment, it does look pretty empty, but later on, as the game goes on, more zombies enter the shopping mall. Now, what I do like about this game, even though it's not completely sandbox sort of, there is so much you can still actually do. You can change your clothes, you can change your hair. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I admit it, I like to sort of like dress up Frank in a little dress. Because why? Because it's amusing. Look at that, I'm going to use that big teddy bear there. Alright, now as always with my videos, time to time I tend to ask a question of the day. Now today's question of the day is, if you were in a zombie outbreak, where would you hide? So if zombies took over the world, where would you go and where would you hide? Funnily enough, I asked that question to my wife the other day. I said to her, I went, Doris, if zombies took over the world, where would you hide? And bizarrely, she said she would hide in the boot of the car. I have no idea why she said that. I mean, I basically would do what Frank's doing here. I'd be in a shopping mall, or like the guys from Dawn of the Dead did. That's where I'd be hiding at, a big shopping mall. You know, it'd be just amazing just to have everything at your disposal. Fair enough, it wouldn't be nice to have zombies there, but, well. Anyway, that's my question of the day. I'm nattering on now. Yeah, I've decided I might do a few more of these Xbox 360, sort of film them and just sort of just talk over them, talk about my experience when I first played it. Now, I have finished this game. I don't think I've finished it properly, because I think there's a few different endings, what you can do. But it is a great game, and I'm sure like nowadays you can get this game for under a tenner, like in a game store, you know. But when I first got this game, it was brand new. It was pretty much different to everything else that was out there. At the time, there was no, there was no Left 4 Dead or anything like that. So this was the zombie game to get if you were a zombie fan. All right, so use that little toy lightsaber type thing. But I do love the freedom that you do get in this game. Like I said before, it's not completely sandbox like games like Grand Theft Auto, which I do think does slightly let this game down a little bit. The other thing that I find lets this game down a little bit as well is the save points. There's only certain places you can actually save the game, so it's a bit annoying. And as well, sometimes as well, it's just when you have to save people, they have to run behind you, and a lot of the time it's just that they're constantly getting attacked, and you really literally can't save everyone. Alright, here's one of my favorite weapons. Yep, it's a samurai sword, so prepare for... check that out. That is so satisfying. Fuck. There we go. But again, like I said before, that's what I love about this game. The amount of weapons you can use. You can use pretty much anything as a weapon. CDs, you can use jewellery. Look at my little new trainers I've got there. Now I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to find myself a skateboard. Why am I going to do that? Because I can. And that is what I love about this game. Now I'm looking forward to Dead Rising 2. Hopefully the second game will have loads more stuff that you can sort of use. Hopefully you'll be able to have more freedom. I know in the second game you can customize weapons by adding weapons together, and there's so many sort of ways you can actually combine weapons together, which should be interesting. I also believe the second game also has a multiplayer option as well, and I always thought that was one thing that lacked about this game. You know, being in a zombie infested world is probably more fun sort of like having a friend to play with, so you know what, overall I'm looking forward to that. Oh, look at this, I'm gonna go bowling. Yay. You know what, there's a guitar shop down there. I want to go for a bit of an acoustic sort of mood. Yep. Look at that. I'm going to go Jeff Jarrett on this guy's ass. Have some of that, you fuckers. Now you also, I forgot to mention, you do have some boss characters in this game as well, ranging from a clown to a crazy shopkeeper in the supermarket. And some of them can be a little bit frustrating. Oh yeah, one of the funniest characters is the big fat female lesbian policewoman. She had me laughing for ages. Alright, so let me pick up a nice electric guitar. Anyway guys, I'm coming towards the end of this video now. I'm the Real Local Maniac. I shall see you next time with some more Xbox 360 game reviews. And hopefully at some point soon I shall be doing some more retro game some more 8-Bit Wars, and some other stuff. Oh, and don't forget, episode 10 of the 1 Hour Monthly Podcast Show comes out in the